Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So we are in the fourth third jhana. Dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi, page number 45. And then paragraph number 163. There you may read Kadame Dhamma Kusala. Yasamain Samaye Rūpāvacarakusalaṃ Magam Bhavedi Pidiya Ja Viraga Ubekhago Ja Viharati Sadoja Sambajano Sukhanja Kayena Padisamvedeti Yanda Ariya Ajikhanti Ubekhago Sadima Sukha Vihariti Tadiyam Janam Upasambaja Viharati. So the introduction and also the last part, the initial part and the last part are mostly very similar with the first jhana and second jhana. So Yasamain Samaye Rūpāvacarakusalaṃ Magam Bhavedi, that's okay. The same. And also the last part, Jhana Upasambaja Viharati Bhatavi Kasina. This is also the same with the first and second jhana. Here, the difference is in the middle, like a what? Like a hamburger or sandwich. Whatever you put inside, it may be different. So jhana is there, that jhana. As we can imagine that in the jhana practice, so we have to take an object. Okay, we have to take a specific object. We have to prepare and also take that object as much as we can, as long as we can. Then, as you have studied in the samatha subject, there you can see what? Abhidhamma Nimaita, okay, preparatory image, Ugaha Nimaita, and then Padibhaga Nimaita, sign or counter image. So Ugaha means maybe a kind of a replica, so that you have a taking in your mind. And also the last one is a Padibhaga Nimaita, so counter image. Even though you close your eyes, so you are able to see, you are able to take that object, mental object in your mind. So with that object in mind, so we have to we have to fix the mind on that object. So in the initial level, primary level, preliminary level, our mind will not be will go around here and there. We run away from this object or that object, and then we have to take it back and then fit the mind on the object. So in that case, all five fetters are there. So that is first jhana. And then gradually, if we keep on practicing uh, the first jhana, and also we become a master in the first jhana, then without initial application of a thought, without the sustained application of a thought, we can fix our mind on the object. So in that case, uh, what happened? Vidaka vichara and upasama. Okay, upasama. We upasama me. Calm down. So the function of a vidaka vichara is no more required. So it means we overcome vidaka vichara. And then internally our mind is very bright and clear, and also we fix our mind on the object very firmly. So concentration alone without vidaka and vichara. So then there is a BD in Sukha, born of a vidaka vichara, born of a samadhi concentration. So that is second jhana level. In the third jhana level, so rapture or joy, that is born of a samadhi. Okay, rapture and joy. So in the second jhana level, the joy, or we may say rapture, that is produced by the samadhi jambidi. So if we find delight again and again on that same jhana, then we may not be able to proceed. So we are so much attached to uh, that kind of a jhana bliss. So in that case, what we have to do is we will see automatically. So we will see the danger of the PD. Okay, the danger of the PD. So if we want to go further or higher jhana, then PD become a disturbance because we trying to find delight in it. So that's why without PD we have to proceed. Okay, so that's why the Buddha mentioned here Pidiyaja Viraga. Okay, Pidiyaja Viraga. Viraga, as you know, that raga means attachment. We means a free from. We get that raga. We is the meaning of we get that. So that's why in the commentary, yeah, when the commentator is explaining about that what we Vidiyaja Viraga. Let me find commentary here. Oh. So BD become a disturbance. That's why we have to have a no attachment to the Viraga, to the BD. Actually, it is very difficult, right, to abandon the BD, to abandon the rapture. So whenever we make a kind of a success, okay, whenever we make a success, we make it something successful, uh, we look back and then we think back, and then what happened? We relish, a kind of a relish, right? We enjoy, we feel very happy, and then BD right there. So that kind of BD is difficult to abandon. So, but if we go up, if we want to go up, or if we want to go higher, jhana, we should be able to. That's why here commented on the Athasalini commentary, page number 214. uh, yeah, paragraph number 163, they say, they are mentioned, Bidiya ja viragadi, virago nama, Buddha Pakaraya, Bidiya, Jigo chana wa, Jigo chana, disgusting, okay? We have to, instead of finding delight in the PD, we have to, find what? Uh, disgusting nature. Okay, we have to find, we have to disgust. And also samadhikamoa, overcome. So otherwise, if we cannot overcome BD will overcome our mind. Okay, BD will influence. As long as BD is BD influence in our mind, then we cannot proceed to the that jhana. That's why the commentator interpret that jigo two way. Number one is jigo janawa. First initial stage is disgusting. We have to find it out. We have to find BD as a what? Uh, yeah. We have to find BD as a what? As a disturbance. Okay, disturbance to our progress. So only then we were feel disgusting. Okay, to about the BD. Oh, BD is a very disturbance, and also only when so that make us no progress in the spiritual pursuit. So in this way, we have to feel disgusted, and also we have to overcome samadhi more. Okay, Vidaka is interpreted in two terms: jigojana and samadhikamana. Samadhikama. Ubainambana andara jasado sambindanato. Here, commentator trying to explain a lot about the location of the word ja. Okay, so here you see Pidiya ja Viraga. Okay, Pidiya ja Viraga. So previously there is a no word, no other word. To be which bear the same condition. That is only Vidiyaja Viraga. Between Vidiya and Viraga, the Buddha placed the indeclinable particle ja. So that ja has the sense of the what? Sambindanato. Sambindanata. Sambindana means quality, combining. Okay. So not only this, but also another function. So that's why commentator continue to say what? So upasamanwa sambindedi vidaka vijara upasamanwa. Okay, so it combine upasama. Okay, vidaka vijara upasama. Upasama, how to translate? I will check in the where. Upasama, second jhana. Okay, that jhana here. Jigo jhana, the here translation interpret as a what? Uh, uh, distaste. Distaste. Simply the conjunctive meaning. It combines. Okay, it combines. And then you have it. You have that word translation. Okay, here. Okay. So Sambaidanato translated as a conjunctive meaning. Okay, conjunctive meaning. It combines suppression of a rupture with that of a initial and sustained obligation. So here, what the Bali said is here you may read. So upasama wa sambaidedi vidaka vijara upasama wa. So here refers to the waters. Ja, the indeclinable particle ja. Sambaidedi combine what? Upasama. Upasama. Upasama means here we may say what? The suppression of a rupture and suppression of a vidaka and vijara. Okay. Suppression of a rupture and suppression of a vidaka and vijara. We have to take like that. So maybe for those real English, it may be very clear. The word, the translation, it combines the suppression of a rupture with that of an initial and sustained application. But for us, it will be more clear if we say like that. It combines the suppression of a rupture and suppression of a vidaka, vijara. Initial application of a thought and the sustained implication of a thought. So suppression do die. And because Bali, they are in the Bali, they are mentioned Vupasama do die. Suppression of a BD and the suppression of a Vidaka Vichara. Because the word indeclinable particle ja is a place between Vidya and Vidaka. Okay. So commentator said like that. Tata yada upasama mewa sambededi tata vidiyaja vidaga keja beyo upasama jadi ewan yojana vedidaba. So at times when the work of suppression only is added, then the construction should be understood as because of the distaste for rapture, nay more, because of its suppression. I, do you understand that translation? So if we take upasama alone, so commentator trying to explain the importance of the placing the word between two words, indeclinable particle between two words, between Bidya and Vidaga. Okay, if we put it like this, the meaning we can understand in two ways. One way is Bidyaja Vidaga, Bidyaja Upasama. Okay. Another way is that we can understand that Vidyaja Vidaga, Vidaga Vicharanaja Upasama. Okay. Bali will be like that. So I did for you, I will write it down. I will write it down on the, yeah. So here. Here. Vidya ja Vidaga, because of ja, okay? Because ja is indeclinable particle. Because of ja, between Vidya and Vidaga. Vidya and Vidaga. It indicates what? Vidya ja Vidaga And then we can put another word, Vidiya Upasama. Okay. This is number one interpretation you can make it. Another one is what? Vidaga Vijarana. Upasama. And then Vidiya Vidaga. So like that, they say two definitions you can make because of having indeclinable particle between Vidiya and Viraga. Okay. So Vidiyaja Viraga, Vidiyaja Upasama. So if we feel distaste or dislike, okay, if we dislike PD, then that PD will be what suppressed. Okay, and that is one meaning. Okay, one way of interpretation. So image saja yojanaya virago jigo janato hodi. So viraga here means jigo jana. So in that case, viraga means jigo jana. Then dasama bidiya jigo jana ja upasama. Then translation will be what happened. Vidiya jigo jana, vidiya upasama, like that. Whether you understand or not, I don't know. So commentator try to take time to explain a lot about this one. So in that, so following in the commentary, commentator continue to explain. So Vidya ja Viraga here because of ja. So Viraga should be interpreted as a jigo chana. Okay. Vidya ja jigo chana. And then Vidya ja jigo chana ja upasama ja. Something like that. It will be like that. So Viraga ja here means the meaning is jigo chana ja. Okay, jigo chana ja. So because of this day, both this stage and the suppression. Pidiya upasama ja. So that way. Okay. So that meaning should be made according to commentary explanation. That's why it's yamato databo. So at ayam ato databo, this meaning should be noted. Should be noted. They continue to say another way. Yadabana vidaga vijarana upasama sambindedi. So by the time, so the word ja combine vidaga vijarana upasama. So that is understood in the third jhana, because in the second jhana already we have to abandon. We have to, vidaga vijara. We have to abandon vidaga vijara. So when the word ja and declining particle ja combine vidaga vijarana upasama, then the da Pidiyaja viraga. Okay. Pidiyaja viraga. Kinja beyo. Vidaga vijarana upasama. Even the PD is disliked. So how vidaga vijara can be there. Okay. Can be there. So the existence of a vidaga vijara is no more, much less, needless to say. Even PD is no more there. So that meaning you want to say. Here image saja yojanaya virago samadikmanato hodi. So if we take like this, then the word viraga, okay, the word viraga will be whatever. like this. We have to replace order like this. The word Viraga. In the past, yeah. In the second interpretation, this Viraga will be in the sense of the Samadhikama. Samadhikama. Okay. Vidiyaja Viraga means Vidiyaja Samadhikama. And then Vidaga Vijarana Ja Upasama. Okay, Vidaga Vijarana Ja Upasama, like that it will be. That is the meaning. Okay. Commentator trying to explain because of the Ja. Okay. Vidiyaja Vidaga, because it remains between the now and verb. Okay. Now and Jaram verb. Okay. We can say verb. Vidya is a noun. Viraga is a kind of Viragaya, a kind of verb or semi verb, we can say. So if we put like this, we can make a two choice. Okay, one is we can combine the word ja can combine other noun also. Okay, for example, because BD the ja is combined with the BD, so Vidaga Vijara also we can combine. Okay, so another way is we can combine another verb also. Okay, ja. Vidaga ja, upasama ja, okay? Vidaga ja, upasama ja, like that. So that way we have to understand here. So here, Vidaga ja, upasama ja. So in this case, the word ja combines. Maybe we can simply take as a vidaga as a verb, okay? Vidaga and upasama, two verbs. But here in the second method, so pidiya ja, okay? Pidiya ja, now, okay? And also vidaga vijarana ja. So like this. Because we keep it, we use ja between the now and verb. Okay, that's why both now and verb can be taken in the alternative manner. So if we take like this, so we commentator trying to explain that Vidya Vidaga ja, and then Vidya Upasama ja. We have to interpret like that. Vidaga at that time Vidaga here means Jigo Chana. Vidaga is in the sense of a Jigo Chana. Then in then another meaning, another interpretation, Vidya ja. If the ja combine another noun, Vidya and Vidaga Vijara, Vidaga should be interpreted as a what? Samadhikama. Okay. Uh, overcoming BD, and also suppressing Vidaga and Vijara. So that Yamato or that type of this meaning should be understood. So commentator make such a rule. Okay, such a rule. So another one. So I think you may be clear about this paragraph. So by reading, by reading what translation and Bali commentaries, you may not be very clear. So I will sum up. Okay. In the very beginning, commentator explained that page number, commentary page number 251, 215. Okay, page number 215 there. Virago Nama, Oda Bagaraya, Bidia, Jigo Janawa, Samadekamawa. So there are two what? Okay. Viraga can be interpreted in two times. One is Jigo Jana, another is Samadekama. Jigo Jana means distaste, dislike, disgust. Samadekama means overcoming. So then if we take the indeclinable body gecha as a combination for the verb, then we have to use, we have to interpret the word viraga as a jigo chana. Okay, and then bidiya upasamacha. So if we take the indeclinable body gecha that as a combination for the another noun, then Vidiyaja Viraga. In that case, we have to interpret Viraga as a Samadegama. Okay, Samadegama. So that means, Then let's go to another page in the commentary, page number 216. Kamanjede Vidaga Vijara. Tudaya Jani Yewa Upasanda. Imasabana Janasa Mega Bridivanatam Wana Bananatin Jedan Oda. So here, if we take like this, Vidaga Vijana Upasama here, again, in the interpretation, then there will arise a kind of question. What question? Yeah, Vidaga Vijaras are already suppressed in the second jhana. Why? Why here you need to mention again? Here commentator explained that Mega Pridivanatam, Imasa Janasa Mega Pridivanatam. Yeah, I will share with you the translation. Yeah. Although initial application of the thought, initial and subsequent application has been suppressed even in the second jhana, the suppression of the both has been set to show the way to the third jhana. Okay? Megha Pridivannata. Pridivana means showing. Megha means the way. Showing the way where? To the third jhana. Imasa jhanasa. Okay? Showing the way to the third jhana. And also Vana Bananatam. Vana means what? To extol the praises. Vandana means uttering of speaking. So like what? Paridam dam banamahe, right? So if we recite the chanting, we protective verses, then we say paridam dam banamahe. So there is a bana. Banama means let's recite. Here also bandana means recitation or speaking, uttering. Speaking about what? Vanda, virtue. Okay? Speaking about the virtue, it means to praise. Okay, Vanda Vandana means in order to praise. In order to praise the third jhana. So Vidaga Vijarana Upasama is said again here. Vidaga Vijarana ja Upasamadihi Vokti Idam Banyayadi. For when because of the suppression of initial and the sustained implication is set, is it not the meaning plain that the suppression is the way to this jhana? Nanu Vidaka Vijara Upasamo Mego Imasa Jana Sadi. So there will be that the question. Okay. Uh, that the suppression is the way to this jhana and elevate. Tadiye Riya Magi Abahina Nambi Sagaya Deti Nam Sagaya Deti Data Dinam Panjana Oram Bagiyana Sayojana Bahana Adi A1 Bahana Hojamana Wana Banana Hodi. Yeah, want to how do you say? Want to show the with the similarity or with the example. With the example, yeah, in the Majjhima Nikaya they are mentioned what uh, talking about the uh, uh, Anagami Mega. Okay, Tadiya Ariya Mega means the Anagami Mega. So that Anagami Mega, we don't, in the Anagami Mega, we don't need to abandon Sakaya Deity. Okay, Deity, you don't need to abandon because that deity already abandoned in the first Sodapati Mega, by the Sodapati Mega. So, but even though Sagaya deity not abandoned by the Tadiya Mega or Anagami Mega, when they mention about the Anagami Mega, what they call is Panjana Oram Bagiyana Sayojana and Bahana. Okay, the what? Lower feathers. Okay, lower feathers are because of the abandonment of the five lower feathers, five lower sayojanas. So that what is mentioned because of why? Vahana hojamana wana banana hodi. Okay, so for what it was mentioned? Because it want to praise, it want to praise the the Anagami Mega. And also Dadadi Gamaya, Osogana, Osaha Janaga, Dadadi Gamaya, Dandi Gamaya. Okay. So that those striving for is attainment may put forth effort. So in order to encourage, okay, people to practice. Ewa mewa, similarly, here either in this that jhana case, auba sandanambi vidaka vijarana, upasamo hojamano wana banana hodi. So even though that jhana, uh, in the case of that jhana, vidaka vijara, the abandonment or suppression of the vidaka vijara is no more there, but it was mentioned for what? In order to praise. Okay, in order to praise the third jhana. Tinaya matho huto vidiyaja samadegama vidaka vijarananja upasama. Okay, here commentator trying to explain uh, some of the possible how to say questions because this explanation comes not from others but from the Vidiyaja Vidaka. Okay, in the Pali text we have only Vidiyaja Vidaka. But when commentator explain about the cha, cha do meaning. Okay, uh, because of the cha, the word Niklani Patika cha, we have to interpret in two ways. So the first way is no problem. But in the second way, he want to combine Vidaka Vijarana Upasama also. Then, so if we try to include Vidaka Vijarana Upasama in this interpretation, then there will be another possible question. So Vidaka Vijara already abandoned in the second jhana. Why do we need to put again here? Okay. So then he tried to explain. So that is a kind of we can study that kind of writing, that kind of interpretation for our master thesis writing or PhD thesis writing or whatever academic writing. When we sometimes we explain something, and also other time we should not stop abruptly our explanation or our reasoning. Sometimes in our reasoning there may be some weak point. Okay, in our explanation there may be some weak point. So like this here, Vitakka Vichara already banned in the second jhana. Why do you need to put it here? So, okay, that sort of question we have to ask again when we are writing also. Whatever academic paper, then so then we have to try to explain also like this. So here they try to give a simi with illustrate with the example. Okay, example of the no tadiya riya mekha, anagami mekha. Okay, in the anagami mekha there is actually Sakaya deity Vijikaja already abandoned, but when the Buddha talk about the anagami mekha, then collectively say Panchana Oramagiya Sayojana Bhanaya. Okay, five lower fetters because of the abandonment of the five lower fetters. So actually, Anagami Mega does not abandon Sakya deity, but it put it there. Sakya deity is included there for what? In order just to praise, or just to praise, in order as well as just to make encouragement for those who practice. So that is also very noteworthy for our writing when we write something, academic paper or whatever. If we find it out a weak point, then we have to keep a little bit on explaining. Otherwise, if we keep with the weak point, if we keep our writing with a weak point, then other people maybe the reader may think, oh, this is weak. Then, even though other writings are very good, because of this weak point, so it will damage the paper, the value of the paper. So that is about the what Vidaga, Abhidiyaja Vidaga. Okay, and then another one is Ubeka Goja Viharadi. Okay. So here, and one lives indifferent. Okay, Ubeka Goja Viharadi lives. Ubeka Go indifferent. Indifferent here means he looks on disinterestedly. The meaning is he looks evenly, not taking any side. So ubeka. Okay. Here commented is Uba badi do ekadi di ubeka. Uba badi do. Uba badi do. What? Uba badi means rising, happening. Okay. From the point of happening, actually it looks, okay, it looks on the it looks from the point of happening, from the point of arising. What is arising? Okay, so it is called what? Upapati arising. It means process. Okay, just look at the process. Some commentator continue to explain that. It means samambasadi. Okay, samambasadi looks evenly. Abeka badida hodoa basadi. So beka means sight. Badida means falling down. So if you take without taking any side. It means without taking any side, this side or that side. Without taking any side, looks. So that's it, the meaning. Not taking any side here. So any side here means the feeling of the pleasure or pain. Okay, from the so whatever happening, so he just take it happening, not as a pleasure, not as a pain. So that's a called ubekeka. So that's a very, very difficult condition. Uh, to be able to look at uh, as an ordinary person without taking any side. So mostly we are influenced by this nature of the taking side. Maybe this side, I'm in this side or I'm that side, something like that. So here in the third jhana level, we have to be able to live without taking any side. That's a very wise, okay, very wise condition. Another one is the one who is possessed of the third jhana is a God, indifferent from being endowed with indifference, pure, abundant, and strong. Daya, Visadaya, Vipulaya, Dhammagadaya, Samanagadada, Tadiya Jana, Samengi, Ubekago, the Ojadi. Actually, here in the third jhana level, not there is no ubeka. Okay, no ubeka is there as uh, a what as a jhana feda. There is no ubeka, but the the condition, how to say, the position of the uh, that jhana, like that jhana is like that, because it is a very bright. Yeah, endowed with the indifference. Visata means the pure. Vipulaya, abundant. And also Tamagadaya, Samanagadada, very strong. So Tamagada is reach to the strength. Tama is the strength. Gada means the reach. And then do this Samanagadada endowed with, okay? Endowed with the endowed with the strength. That's why it is called Ubekaka. Okay, Tajana, one who possesses whether Tajana is called indifferent. Even though he is not totally in the Ubeka Igagata, but the, the, the standing point, okay, the standing point of the Tajana is a very firm, very strong, and also enormous, and also very pure. So without taking, if we take a side, so pleasure side or pain side, then our mind will not be very pure and clear. So that's why here it is called what? Ubeka go. Ubeka go. But don't confuse with the Ubeka Egagada. In the Dajana level, we have a Sukha Egagada. Okay? The Jani Fedas are Sukha Egagada there. Commentator here take a time to explain 10 kinds of Ubeka there. So I think this one also will be available in the Visuddhimagga and then Bodhisattva Magga and so on. So Dasavida Ubeka, Chalangu Beka, Brahmaviyaru Beka, Bojengu Beka, Viriyu Beka, and then Sankharu Beka, Vedanu Beka, Vipassanu Beka, Tadara Majatu Beka, Janu Beka, and Bodhisotthu Beka. Okay, I think you may read by yourself and then find. Okay. Sifo, Chalangu Beka. Chalangu Beka. Ubeka is of Denga here. Chalangu Beka is the interpretation is what? The Sifo Ubeka. And also Brahma Viyaru Beka. divine states. So Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Ubeka, something like that. So there is Ubeka. That Ubeka is a God, Brahma we are. Okay. A Brahma we are Ubeka, divine biting. Bojengu Beka. Okay, Bojengu Beka, feather of wisdom. Bojenga, body anger. So among the 7 fetters of enlightenment, right? 7 body Bakiya Dhamma. Okay, 7 fetters of enlightenment. There is Ubeka Sambojenga, right? Dhamma Vijaya Sambojenga, Viriya, Piti, Pasadi, Samadhi, Ubeka. And then Sada Bojenga, right? So if we count 7 Bojenga, Dhamma Vijaya Sambojenga, Viriya Sambojenga, Piti Sambojenga, Pasadi Sambojenga, and then Samadhi Sambojenga, Ubeka Sambojenga. Okay. So you try to count there. Seven guys of Bojenga are there. So Monday there is Ubeka Sambojenga. That is a go here. Bojengu Beka. And then Viriyu Beka. Okay. Energy, Viriya as a indifferent energy. And then Sankharu Beka. Sankharu Beka, where of complexes of activity. Activity here, Sankhara, conditioning. And also Vedanu Beka. Among the Vedana, also we have a Ubeka Vedana. That is a Vedanu Beka. And then Vipassanu Beka. Vipassanu Beka. In difference of what inside. And then the last Tadra Majadu Beka here. Tadra Majadu Beka is equanimity. And then Janu Beka, okay, equal indifference in of a jhana. And then Parisodhu Beka in purity. So here, commentator trying to provide where this who is who, okay, something like a who is who. So in which context Chalangu Beka is used, and also Brahma Viharu Beka and so on. So I think we better skip at this one because you can read. So Tatra Majadu Beka here. Tata Chalangu on the page number 217, the last paragraph. Tat 217 on the Atasalini Atagata, the last paragraph. Tata Chalangu Beka. Chalangu Bekoja, Brahma Viharu Bekoja, Bojengu Bekoja, Tata Majadu Bekaja, Janu Bekaja, Parisotu. Atado Ega, Tata Majadu Bekawa, Hondi. Okay. Chalangu, Brahma Viharu, and then Bojengu, Tata Majadu, Janu, Parisotu. This is 6 Ubeka. 6 guys of Ubekas are actually the name of the Tata Majadu Beka. Okay, Tata Majadata. Chitasika.
So Sayadaw,
Yeah.
may I ask a question? Here, even they mentioned the 6 kinds of the ubeka, they belong to the Tatra Majadubeka Chetasika. But when the verb, they use hodi, they don't use hondi.
Where?
In
Tata
the
Majadu
Bali.
Beka what? Atado. Atado. Atado ega. Do you find this word?
Yes.
Atado in the sense of the meaning. Okay.
I mean the verb. The verb. You see, we have the 6, right? Of them.
Yeah.
We have the like Chanan Gubeka or Brahma Vihara, all this. But why the verb they use hodi? They don't use hondi.
Ubekaja, data collective, not collective verb. Okay. But the how to say?
But they use the nibada as ja, right?
Yeah. Here in this sentence, we have to understand two part, compound sentence. Okay. First part is tata. Okay. Chalangu beko cha brahmavikaru, and then parisodu beko cha. So up to that, there is a one sentence. Okay. One simple sentence. There are six, for example, we can simply say there are six ubekas. Okay. There are six ubekas like this, Chalangu, Brahmaviharu, Bhajangu. And then after that, Atado, but in the sense, okay, but in the sense, they are Ega Dada Majadu Bekawa, Hodi. Oh, but in the sense, it is only Dada Majadu Beka, only one Dada Majadu Beka. So we can simply say, even though there are six ubekas like this, but in the sense they are only one. Okay, Dada Majadu Beka alone is there. Okay, so in this compound sentence we can understand. So this is a kind of a structure, a kind of a structure. We have to, how to say, take note. So simple, not a simple sentence, but a compound. Okay. So if we take as a compound sentence, is it meaningful? Ega hodi. Okay. Atado ega hodi. Ega dada majadu beka. Ubeka is a feminine. So ega atata majadu beka hodi. Okay.
Sayadaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a question about that sentence. So there we have Janupekha. Janupekha. So Janupekha is it the Upekha, one of the Jananga, Sayadaw?
Yeah, you look back. Yeah, maybe on that, maybe second. If you go up, if you read up, there is explanation of the Janu Beka. Okay. Ja Ubeka Goja, we are the deity. Ewa Magada. Ega Sukhe be Dasame. Abeka Bada Janani. Ubeka. Janu Beka. So it is talking about this jhana, okay? Not a jhana feta, not a jhana feta, but Janubeka represent the what? Dada Majadada Jidasika. So that arise together with the Tat jhana, okay? Janubeka represent Dada Majadada Jidasika that arise together with the what? Tat jhana. Now that the jhana now we are talking. So Ubeka Goja we already refers to Tadra Majadada Jedasika.
So
Not
Sayadaw, so because here we say that there are 10 kinds of Upekha, and one of them is Janupekha, right?
yeah,
So does that
yeah,
mean whenever we say Janupekha, it refers to the third jhana?
yeah. We can also take as a what? Tadra Majadada Jedasika also. But if we take a Tadra Majadada Jedasika, maybe it may be more common because another Ubeka also take a Tadra Majadada. So you better take that jhana is a better. Jhanu, whenever we say Jhanu Beka, there is a Dada Majadada. No, that jhana. It
Mhm.
it about that jhana.
Okay, thank you, Sayadaw. This is very clear.
Yeah. So today there, I think Uesriya is going for the meditation, right?
Yes, Sayadaw.
Oh, no class.
No class, Sayadaw.
Oh, very good, eh? He went he went to meditate.
Yeah, but we're missing him, so, because
Huh?
because we want him to teach us, but it's okay. Yeah.
Is it maybe if when he come back, he can teach him more.
Yeah, but he's gonna be he said he's going to be away for 4 months, so, so
Oh,
yeah,
how much practice?
yeah, so,
Yeah. Mhm. That's it. For him, is a very good. Huh?
yeah, yeah, so,
Okay. So yeah, Ubeka is very interesting. So if we write about the Ubeka, uh, this is also very interesting topic, right? Yeah, many Ubekas that we have. Mm. So here, on the translation, page number 231, the middle, in the middle. So here, SLA asked the question, here, of these data, simple indifference in that are okay, or the as a being equanimity. Okay, purity are one in sense as a being equanimity. Because here translation is only one sentence, they make it. Okay, uh, they are one in sense as equanimity. Actually, translation is included. They translate that, but in Bali, so we have the verb. Verb is what? Hodi is there. That's why there is a what the problem. But if we want to follow the Bali flow, so something like we go faithful translation, right? Uh, Faithful translation, that is to follow the Bali, then we have to separate into sentences, okay? Even though there are these six uh, indifferences, but they are one Tata Majadu Beka in the sense, okay? They are one. It is one in the sense of a Tata Majadu Beka. It is one in the sense of a Tata Majadu Beka, like that. Dena awata vidina bana yasa, but they are distinguished under six heads owing to the different states or conditions corresponding to the classification. Because even though they are one, because they are explained under the different heading, under the different classification, so that's why they have how to say, six. Here comment data provide Ekasabi Sado Sadasa Kumara Yuva Tera Senapati Rajadi Vasena Bedoya. Explanation is like that. What? Condition corresponding, though there is only one kind of a being, just as in boys, less, elders, generals, kings, etc. So one person only, but he is called in different names because as a child, as a adult, so like that. Dasama dasu yata chalangu beka nadata bojengu beka deyo yata wabana bojengu beka nadata chalangu beka deyo hondi di veridaba. Therefore, where there is a simple indifference, so there is a nothing or the federal wisdom. So vice versa, we have to understand like this. So So here, if we, I think, I would like to ask you to read the second paragraph by yourself, and then I would like to jump to the last paragraph in the page number 218. Imasu dasasu janu beka ida adebeda. Okay. Imasu dasasu where? Here. So that's all the day, guys. It is a difference of the jhana that is here intended. Okay. In the third jhana case, ubeka gosa, we already we said. The Buddha said, in this case, we have to take a janubeka. Okay. Janubeka is the tata majadada jitasika. It has a characteristic over here. Characteristic function manifestations are given here. Majada lekana, nabogarasa, abhyapara, vajubadana, vidi vidaga bharatana, here different. Characteristic, my middleness, majada. Okay, that's a very clear. The function of not enjoying. Abhya, nabogarasa. So Janubeka does not enjoy Abhyapara Bachubadana. Yeah, what happened? Manifestation or the absence of the activity. It manifests as a no activity, or something like a walking, doing nothing. Okay, it looks like it's doing nothing because it does not involve in the pain and pleasure. So proximate cause is the distance for the rupture. Okay, that is Vidi Vidaga. Itaha Nanujaya Ata Dodata Majadu Bekawa Hodi Saja Dupadama Dudia Jane Subi Ati. So if we say like this, so Data Majadu Beka, actually, if we count 56 dhammas, there is no Data Majadu Beka, right? But the Yewa Pandaka Dhamma, there we have a Dada Majadu Beka, right? So this is a possible Dhamma to rise. So in the first jhana and second jhana also there is a Dada Majadu Beka. So, but why here specifically mentioned as a Ubeka Goja, we are ready. Okay? Not over there. Okay? No, not in the first jhana and second jhana, but why only here? So here commented is play Apari Byada Geja do. Okay. Here. Apari Byada Geja do, because there is no distinct function. The function is not distinctive. Okay. Over there. In the first jhana, in the second jhana, even though Dada Majadada is there, but its function is not very much distinctive. That's why they are not called Ubeka Goja, Vihārati, or Janubeka, or Dada Majadubeka. Here, Abri Vyada, he does Tata Geja, Vidagadi, Abhibudada. Why? Because Vidaga Vijara in this Pajana and second jhana, Vidaga Vijaras are what? Very influential over there. Abhibudada. Idabana aya Vidaga Vijara Bidihi Anabi Budada. Okay. In this third jhana level, Vidaga Vijara also no more. PD is not available there. That's why, yeah. Okay, da Sira we are. Yeah, commentator is like what? It has a lifted up its head. so to speak. Like a raising his head. Okay. Before it was maybe with a heavy burden, with the Vidaka Vijara Bidi, that's why cannot raise his head. But now, no more Vidaka Vijara Bidi, that's why Dada Vejadu Beka rise up. Paripyata Keja Jada, that's a Mahoda, because here, that's why he had his what? In that jhana level, Tata Bajadu Beka, Tata Vajada Jedesiga has a very distinctive function. That's why here, Ubeka Goja, we already is said. Okay, thank you so much for your listening. So today we finish that jhana and then try to read a little bit there. Inside one paragraph I left.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you,
So much.
Sayadaw.
Okay, see you.
Please take care, Sayadaw.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Saro.
Buddha Sasana Jira Daitadu, Buddha Sasana Jira Daitadu, Buddha Sasana Jira Daitadu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Sir.